So my name is Majesty Angel. I just want to say good morning. I just hope that everybody is doing a very a good time. So it's so funny because it says on my live it say rap 2026. Do you know do you know what's so funny about that? Now, when I hear some of these content creators want to my son, I'm laying next to my son. When they want to talk, he is snoring. Stop it, boy. When they want to talk about these artists, right? I was kind of like the first person that kept saying that the momentum of 2026 is going to be very different. And when I hear people try to talk about it, or they're trying to do their points of views, I always like when I hear certain things that I probably maybe somebody has seen come across, right? So somebody was trying to say, I said this, I've been saying this for a while. You can go down and listen to some of my stuff for they don't understand this part, right? So I'm gonna try to break it down because this nigga didn't do it, right? So he said that the industry is due for a different flavor, for a different style, right? Now, what do you mean about that? For now, they trying to dissect and they're trying to talk about a lot of different artists, right? But they're still not understanding, right? For 2025, if you want to look at it, and because of the momentum that's going on, and because of the reprogramming and the refocusing, I want to be very careful because I don't want to help people because you'd be surprised the shit that niggas be doing. And let me stop cursing. Gotta get my stuff together, right? But what I mean by that is that you had a lot of different houses. What do you mean different houses? This is why you have a lot of different artists that you have a lot of different artists that within their own camp um, they are trying to create their own house, right? Or they trying to build up their presence. So you had a lot of different new artists who were coming up who were starting to take shot at successful artists. Then you had a lot of different old artists who have fumbled. You heard what I said? Because of people's pride and because people actually thought that they were a lot bigger than some houses, they fumbled the main objective, right? So people wanted to go off on their own. And this is when you have some artists that understand if they're powerful. No, how can I say this? This is how when you have some artists that figured out if they have it to go solo, right? Because a lot of artists don't have it to go solo, right? Sometimes it's better for certain artists to stay together so they can be able to hit their target. A lot of people always, well, I don't think y'all understand me, but when I say hit your target, it's hitting the area of different. I want to be careful because I don't want to help people that hit certain things that it need to hit, right? That's why a lot of people don't understand. You had a lot of people who actually know that people are working on projects, right? So then this is what people would do. They'll throw out certain things just to see if the momentum of their music is going to be okay, right? And a lot of people don't understand for sometimes when niggas want to listen to stuff on the radio to probably try to figure out, or that's why you have a lot of people who are listening to a lot of different side projects, right? So when I say 2026 is going to be a very interesting year, it's because of I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to help no fucking body. You like what? Because a lot of these artists didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know, and they trying to figure out people's formats. So um, this is why you have some of them. I'm gonna read what you said. This is why you have some of them. That's why I love great art. A great artist is a nigga that it doesn't matter how long. Sometimes I can stay awake before I drop a project, right? Right, and that's how you have like Little Uzi, because Little Uzi's on a whole different assignment. So Little Uzi whole album and the way that he's going to do is going to be different, right? And artistry, a lot of niggas don't understand artistry. Doing artistry, being able to infuse. What is infusing? Infusing is infusing two different type of styles, two different type of momentum. That's why you had a lot of these niggas. You like listen to me. That was going over there messing around with a whole bunch of people from the United Kingdom, right? And everybody, and then if you don't understand, I've been predicting this for a while. For the United Kingdom is up next, right? United Kingdom of the flow, the way that they deliver. See, I had played a girl from the United Kingdom. No, I ain't played her on here, but I played her on my TikTok, right? And I also played the Queen of Sudan. I follow her on my Instagram account. So it's a whole different type of chatter. It's a whole different type of a movement because Afrobeat just had their last ride, and a lot of people don't know because before this, nobody, these niggas was singing Afro beats. They didn't know what they were singing about. They didn't know how it was. But a lot of people don't understand. As long as you have a very, very great, powerful beat, you can be able to to dissect that shit and get it out there to the masses is going to be very, very amazing. So for my prediction, a lot of these artists, like you have been seeing, and for a lot of artists that understand it, these niggas over there in UK have the wave. Look at fucking Central Lee. I was looking at some of his stuff. Some of his stuff already been in a format, but this is what I always like to say because they never know what's that mean drive. For everybody's just trying to get a viral moment, a viral sensation, instead of actually conducting, not conducting, but masterpiece, like making a masterpiece. All these niggas want something that's gonna hit them to make them superstar, right? To make them go globally. You can go globally by yourself, or you can go globally with your team. You just have some artists that's just gonna drop and then they're just gonna do something that's just amazing anyway, right? But I love when you having all of these people now that's coming up because it's making people who was ass, it's making them actually learn their skills. It's actually putting a lot of fire. So that's why I say I'm excited. I'm excited for 2026 is because of the delivery, and a whole bunch of people got a whole bunch of shit to say. That's what makes a good album. A good album is something that you have conducted throughout the little period of time that you have seen. You're going to be able to talk about a whole bunch of different shit. So listen, I feel like sometimes when I'm making music or however that I may be doing, and I don't know what I be doing sometimes, but I feel like once a nigga piss me off, the way that I'm about to fuck you up is a different momentum. And a lot of people have been giving people a lot of fire that they need, right? And this is how you can tell when niggas be feeling some type of way. When niggas want to take that momentum from off of another nigga because now, but that's his job. And niggas don't understand that. Your job is to always redirect whatever your motion is, whatever your target is, to keep your project going the way that it needs to go. Right? I always say that, right? Niggas don't know. You gonna have Ye gonna drop something. You have certain people that can drop some shit and fuck up the algorithm, right? And everybody misunderstand this, right? And if you understand it, you understand it. This is for people who have multiple accounts, right? And this is how you can know if your account or whatever that you're doing is like is riding out with the algorithm. Cause you will have some shit that could be on one of your pages or however that it may be, and because of this page, because of this portion of it, that algorithm is not gonna push your video out compared to if you was to go put it on this account. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about the frequency of learning how to tap into that algorithm. I understand that with myself sometimes because I tried it, right? People don't understand it. That's why even if some shit doesn't work like that, you still got to put it out there to understand the flow of it. And a lot of people don't know that. I be looking at that. But for the boys, I shouldn't call them boys, but for the men, it's going to be very, very interesting. You got niggas who said they was fucking retired and they're coming back into rotation. So it's easy. Or you got what I hate the most now is this girl right now on fucking on Twitter. Ain't nobody saying how she sound exactly like Lotto. This one girl, she sounds her whole style just sounds exactly like Lotto, and niggas is doing that. Niggas that really sit there, you will be surprised. They really literally sit there, learn your format, try to learn your format, try to implement your formula, and now they putting that shit out there like it's their shit. No, it's not your shit. You just infiltrated somebody else's shit, and you coming up here and you rapping. You got niggas style, so actually niggas is understanding that. I forgot this girl name. It's like three of these bitches that sound exactly like Lotto, and it's crazy. So actually, it's really not your style. Actually, you really sat there, and that's what be happening. Niggas will sit there for a very, very long time, and they'll watch how a person will come, and then they'll come and then put it out like that's theirs. Nah, that's not yours, boo boo. You didn't even create anything. Always look at that. That's why I always say, see, you nigga, Jim Jones, Fabulous, Mano, who else? And David East. You know what a lot of people don't understand about that Fabulous freestyle, and if you don't understand it, especially if it's where they're at, that's the momentum that fucked hip hop up. That's what messed people up, right? Rap basement, in the basement, rap basement, BET was a very, very critical part, right? It's nothing like when you put a nigga on the spot and you actually see how they freestyle, right? For the way that they freestyle is actually the way that they can deliver, and they can just flow on a whole bunch of different different tracks. That's why I love when Funk Master Flex be like, okay, well, how you gonna do it? And Funk Master Flex just come on and he just spin a whole bunch of different things. Yeah. Academics is crazy. Academics, he the one who talking about it. But it just sounded mad crazy, and I'm not shooting at academics or anything like that. But the whole different formula that what he talking about is crazy. Just like um what the fuck? NBA YoungBoy. You if you was to go see some of his latest shit that he dropped, his numbers don't do well. I know why some of their numbers don't do well, or the way that they do, but I'm not gonna say anything about why that happens. But I know why that happens, right? That's for they fucking team to understand why it happens. But you have a lot of people hmm and then this beefing shit is like really, really like the beefing. It doesn't make any sense because it just fucks up money. But not well that part fucks up money, that part, because people don't understand that niggas be having real, real live beef. You know what I mean? And you see that shit. And that's crazy. But they always say good beef is good for business, right? But you gotta understand, and niggas be jumping out of the windows for other niggas. And then you got this whole new different wave of streamers, or the niggas that's rappers being streamers, and then they don't even understand it. So I gotta give a real, real big, big applause. Only why I'm saying that shit is to GGG, because he understand that motherfucking assignment like that. When it's being able to do that, but then it's like you gotta understand the balance of that shit too, because you don't want streaming like that, and you don't want you going on there doing music and all of that other shit to take away from whenever that you're trying to do. Like what? I'm not even gonna help nobody, but I want to see something, but I don't want to help nobody because people are taking away from shit that they have no business actually taking away from, right? So they put everything all into streaming and shit like that. So what they do, they put it into streaming, which streaming is a very, 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 very good platform, but it also takes away from a lot of different stuff. But that's what happens when you have niggas who don't know what the fuck they doing, or but I said that a long time ago. For people we have, and for anybody that's listening to me, if you have a great idea, slow the fuck down on streaming. Only why I say that is because if you have a great idea, or however that it is, you gotta let it roll out, roll out. Niggas be having great ideas, but because now they're putting it out too fast, you're not actually letting whatever that you did actually pick up what's on the algorithm, right? So this is why it's all over. I look at a lot of shit like that. So who else? And then you got Blueface. Blueface, he on a whole bunch of different other stuff. I don't know. But then niggas' behaviors fuck up shit. I am not helping nobody. I'm not fucking helping nobody. These dumb niggas should know. You like, what's the behavior? The behavior is to be able, what a lot of people don't understand, your behavior determines a whole bunch of different opportunities and different places that where you are going to sit at. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about kissing ass, but it's about understanding and knowing your power of just you being a businessman. And a lot of people don't understand that part, right? You are an artist, but also you are still a businessman. So the way that you conduct yourself and the way that you act, but a lot of people don't understand that. It's not calling you, it's not saying that you're a pussy about it, but it's just actually saying that you're a wise businessman, right? So this is why certain people don't get those special invites, right? So then it's a whole different thing. Now let me cross over. If I'm going to cross over now, for a lot of people are saying Sierra, she deserves a Grammys. The Grammys is like the grand show, right? The grand show. It's like ran off of a prestigious. I want to feel like that. They already have the understanding of the way that who they're going to project, and this is what I like about the Grammy too, because the Grammy picked up on what the Weeknd did. A lot of people don't understand what the Weeknd did. The Weeknd, he makes great music. The way he goes about it, the way that he performed, right? But you have some people, because he got mad that he didn't get nominated. But if you haven't been in this whole ride, meaning the season, the period of just the momentum of your music, the way that you're delivering, the way that you're performing, the way that it's impacting, the way that it's going to hit a whole bunch of different things. I was reading over the Grammys requirements for people, right? And this is how they categorize, and this is how they start to vote, because I didn't even know they had so many people who actually voted on a whole bunch of different things. So your projects have to be different, the way that is format have to be different, and the way that is actually perceived and shit like that. But I feel like once people get like the Grammy or a Grammy, it's opening it up. Like, what do you mean? It's opening it up for you for the big show. Let me give you the greatest example. I love the tennis player. Remember the tennis player, the half Japanese and half black girl? She was up next. She was up next. But because she had a mental fucking breakdown and she couldn't take that shit, that's why they gave it to Coco, right? People have their own Pacific time where you have certain people who give you the opportunity to go to the plate, but because at this particular time you wasn't performing right, you showed them, because it's like passing a baton, right? So when the people are passing you a baton, you have to act a certain way, and people don't understand it. They feel like, oh, I'm selling out, I'm being a kiss ass. No, you're not. No, you're not. Mm-mm. That's why I love Beyonce. You like, why do people love Beyonce? It's because Beyonce understand that shit. That's why when she won that fucking country album shit, they changed the whole category of it. But I like that push of the needle. So guess what? The organization, meaning the organization, when your fan base outpower the organization or the machines behind it, it gives them a little bit more things to think about, and it also will let people know how powerful you are. That's when the shit becomes very tricky. Because as much as these people can help you, you also need the loving and the backing of your people. And that's what Nicki Minaj fucked up. And I hate to talk about that, because sometimes you need a different type of a movement to push you there. And if people don't understand that, then they're fucked up. And you're like, why? Because there's no way. I don't give a fuck what none of these rappers say. I don't care about none of these singers say. I don't care about none of these motherfucking influencers, whoever say. And listen to this message, because they don't never understand it, and they're failing miserably. For, yeah, y'all niggas know y'all can't help people. You can't help people. But I don't give a fuck. You see that one fan outside and that motherfucker say, yo, you got me. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas do. Get that nigga $50. Get that nigga $100 or something like that. Peep the concept. Because you just never understand. And niggas don't understand. For that moment or however that it may go, it taints it. Because in a minute, a lot of people are going to need their fans, because there's only so much that the machine or the momentum that people are doing is going to help them. And this is where it comes to, because it says, I was looking up how niggas can get like record deals and certain stuff, And it clearly say on that shit that you have to create a powerful presence on social media. Creating a powerful presence on social media is your fan base, and people don't understand that. So they forget where they come from. Then they see their fans and shit. They don't want to at least show them love, take a picture, get them money and shit. You know how many of these superstars, these niggas, or however you want to put it like that, have interaction with their fucking fans on a daily basis, and they can't even give them a motherfucking heart? That's bad for business, right? And then you have these niggas that's jumping out of the window, and then they get mad when certain people don't want to deal with them. It's like, nigga, you bad for business. You gonna fuck up my image, and niggas be thinking that niggas a sellout. Nah, niggas is not sellout. They just don't understand their assignment, and that's why they get what they get. I'm very, very excited. Very, very, very. And then I'm also noticing, because you had a lot of different people who were actually happy that niggas wasn't talking. You know how many times these niggas be happy that some of these niggas be beefing, right? They happy. They be happy that these niggas be beefing like that, because guess what? I just took my biggest competition out, right? I'm just saying, what if the girls are different? The girls are different. The girls are very, very catty. They can't get along. Everybody want to be top flight fucking bitch of the world and shit like that. Niggas start getting new ass and titties, and they just start acting up. They forget their whole message. Or because that's what happens sometimes, because they don't understand. If anybody, I don't know why, and these niggas are retarded on here. You like, why? Because they want to talk about a lot of these girls who come up here who be half naked or whatever. Motherfucker, this is her job. You like, what's her job? Her job is performing the way that she needs to perform, so she can be able to create and create her business that she wants to. Just because she up here looking maybe half naked, or however the fuck you might say that she is. That's what niggas don't understand. For the same way these niggas be talking about these girls or this, that, and the third, they understand their assignment. As fucked up as it might be. But now I'm bringing, guess what I'm doing? Even though you a hating ass nigga, you saying that I'm a thought or however that it may be, bitch, I'm the billboard. This is the greatest marketing shit that I'm doing. So you hating on me, you feeling some type of way, but it doesn't matter, because I'm still hitting my targets. I'm still doing my modification. It's still going to where it needs to go. So yes, even though I might come out, and I might come out looking very, very crazy, I don't look crazy to Versace. I don't look crazy to Chanel. You heard what I said? And people don't understand that. For shit is a business, and people don't understand that. hmm If you like, Who said we can collaborate? Oh, I like that. I seen somebody else that said that they want to collaborate. I like that. I see what you're doing, what you're working with. You always can work something out. Are you? Hold on one second. My bad. No, I'm not sleeping on streamers. Oh, I don't understand that, because you said, am I going to sleep on streamers? Am I sleeping on streamers? I'm not. I'm not sleeping on streamers. That's not what I'm saying. Nah. What I was saying was I'm not sleeping on streamers. I'm not, or am I going to sleep? Nah, I'm not going to sleep. I actually just woke up. However that may be. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a package. My daughter came and brought me something from the door, and then she was going a whole bunch. It's so crazy because you see what time it's like 6:30. She's still been up. My son just went to sleep, but that's totally different. But no, this is what I wanted to say. I'm not sleeping on streamers. Streamers is a whole different wave. Whole different move, momentum. The way that they have to create content, the way that they can go about create content is very, very different, right? But the way that some people have been performing because they didn't know, right? And then I always like to say, because all of these people want to go viral, right? And I always like to say, sometimes just be careful how you go viral, right? Because it's not always cool, because even though you're in that world, it's going to show. Like, listen, this is the biggest hate and shit now that everybody is not paying attention to, right? For the nigga Kai, right? This nigga, he didn't created his brand. He created his name. He go all over the place. His bag is real, real heavy, right? What blows me, what's so crazy is all of these niggas who are in the stream, or however that it may be, or however, but these what niggas need to understand. Some of these niggas are not your friends, but they're your biggest competition, right? So the only way for you to be able to see how big you are is by this shit that actually happened with this nigga and his girl. For all of these niggas that's talking shit, was with this nigga, was chilling with this nigga, was eating with this nigga, was streaming with this nigga. But some of these niggas said that they seen his chick in the corner laid up, or they already knew this and they knew that. So why you had to wait for this shit to go viral, for this shit to go all over the world, for you to be telling me that this bitch was smelling balls, or she wasn't good for me? You know what I mean? That shit is crazy and it's corny. So for him, he's gonna have a different momentum, right? When he returns, because it's nothing like seeing how niggas really actually feel about you. And during the streaming shit, especially with him and his girlfriend, during this rap shit, it showed a lot of different things. Just like the whole shit with Gunner. Niggas want to keep talking about it. Let's talk about it then, right? For the situation that happened with this nigga, it really showed people on the other side who actually really rock with him, who actually really care about the situation, how they value the situation, how they respect the situation, and how they're going about it. Right? The only thing that I don't really like too much about this nigga, however that it may be, he sound a little bit too much like Thugger to me. That's how I feel, or however that it may be. And then you have him talking shit about whatever that it may be. I don't understand that. I don't listen. What I don't understand is however that it may be, or however, because niggas really don't understand that. They don't. I can never understand certain stuff like that when I was in the, not saying I was in the streets or whatever, but when you have family members who have been sent away because a nigga just he folded and he couldn't be loyal, however that it may be, it hits a lot of different people a lot differently. So a lot of people look at it totally different, but I don't want to like talking about that shit because I hate getting into men's shit. But he's still having momentum, especially the nigga Gunn, because he's a he's a rat, however the fuck, but he produced good music. That's only why that nigga's getting over, because he still know how to produce good music. And at the end of the day, niggas really don't care about all of that stuff. They only care about how good niggas can make music. You have some people who still respect it. But I was looking at some of the stuff that I don't know if it's old stuff, whatever that Young Thug got, but he got some stuff though too. And I always say that's what happens sometimes. That's why the teacher should never always teach the student everything, because not every student is going to be humble, not every student is going to be honorable, and not every student is going to actually respect their teacher. And this is why they say that. And just the whole rhythm of when niggas are schooling people, they showing people, right? Because a nigga could try to learn and try to take so much, And once they feel like they no longer need you, they gonna go back to whatever that they want to do, because they feel like they have learned everything. They felt like they have learned your style. They had learned this, that, and the third, and then they go and they patent it. But that's what everybody do. NBA YoungBoy last album was trash. Uh, NBA YoungBoy, he different. I ain't gonna take that shit away from an NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy, a lot of people don't know this. Before that nigga got locked up, right? He just came home, but before he got locked up, that last time, his wave and his momentum was different. When he came home now, it's different. I feel like me looking at him, this nigga was getting away from NBA YoungBoy was getting away from the slave masters, but he ran into the biggest slave master, who was baby Birdman. For a lot of shit, and I shouldn't say shit like that, but that's how you got to do it sometimes. That's how you have to look at it, or however that it may be. Because you got to be careful when a nigga know that you can generate millions and millions and millions of dollars, however that it may be, right? Niggas need to be careful when they signing the deal with the devil, right? You like, what's the deal with the devil? Anything mystical or however the fuck this person and this label or these people are telling you that they're going to do. Because 9 out of 10 is always a loophole. You know what I mean? So people should be careful how far that they're willing to go to obtain certain things, and how much they're going to endure and put their body in, right? Don't be jumping from one slave master to another slave master. The whole goal is to be able to be free, so you can be able to do what you need to do. But once a person actually hit that type of a wave like that, and then you, because look at it, once you show this machine that you really, really don't need nothing from nobody, you become a target, because now you're taking money from out of a machine and a system that have been producing very, very much. That's why when it comes to a lot of different stimulations about receiving a lot of different awards, a lot of different awards that these niggas need and they want to get and they want to achieve, you can't really get that without a label. Because your label have to submit music. Your label have to do this for you to be able to get what you need to get. So that shit goes very, 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 very chicory. But I like that a lot of people have shown that you can make a lot of money. That's why you got a lot of these people that wanna that's going independent. That's why you're gonna have a switch over between streaming service or watch. I'm telling you, because then they just do that shit the way that they pay artists or whatever. Because now they're starting to figure out that some of these artists don't need the machine. So now they're gonna set up different protocols for on how much that these niggas can do, how they can, go up the wave and this, that, and the third, right? What can create somebody's career? The only what can create somebody's career at whatever that you're doing is a viral moment, right? For their song to go viral. What kills me is that I wonder if these niggas be mad. I would be so upset singing the same shit song that I went viral. Like, damn, I gotta talk about donuts and coffee for the next 100 years. But that's what make good music. Good music. What is this? I'm so upset that I really cannot freaking sing. Are you going? No. How? How don't you know? How do I know that what's all fake? What's all fake? Listen. How do I know what's all fake? So I done talked about so much shit. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. Since niggas want to talk, let's go back, right? Let's talk about XXX. Let's talk about XXX. If you was to really go see if XXX wasn't murdered or wasn't, I shouldn't say it like that because I don't want them to mess with my account. But if XXX wasn't taken from out of that situation, that little boy would have been so big, right? When you have certain people who so big, look at the artists that you have now. Nobody didn't think that Kendrick Lamar was gonna come through and damage and do what he did, right? But I always said that, and a lot of people don't understand that. See, that shit with Kendrick Lamar and Drake went over a lot of people's head, and I said that shit like 3, 4 days ago. For when you have another artist that you're going against, and he can house, listen to what I'm saying. he can house about 100,000 fans like you can, you have a different monster on your hands. So the way that you have to perform and you have to deliver, it have to be different. It can't be on that old whoop de whoop shit. Especially not dealing with certain people. You have certain artists that you have to know who you're dealing with. Just like Nas is mad underrated like that. But Nas is a great artist. That nigga's a poet. So the way that he's going to deliver and the way that he's going to destroy people is going to be totally different. So these niggas, you like listen to what I'm saying. For you had a lot of different people who, because they were going up against ass niggas, you heard what I said, niggas who just don't know how to rap. What's rapping? Being able to deliver, being able to switch up your flow, being able to mesmerize, and that's what you're doing. It's like you're being a cobra. What's a cobra? You know how a cobra put a nigga in a trance and shit before he actually strike? That's what music is. So since niggas have been going up against a whole bunch of niggas who can't rap, who can't perform, their pen games suck, they don't know how to do certain shit, and people have been destroying them. These people, meaning the dudes and some of the girls, however that you want to put it, have been thinking that they're top notch until they actually run into a wolf. It's always a bigger wolf. Hmm. And that's what happens in the industry for you. You don't know when the times and shit is going to change. So that's what happened with that shit with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Everybody knew that fucking Kendrick Lamar was an assassin. That nigga's just an assassin. Why you think Dr. Dre signed that nigga? Dr. Dre knew he had something special, right? And through over the course of just him making music in the way that he can go, niggas should have knew that shit. All you need is one stupid nigga to put a fucking battery in somebody's back, and now they whole career is fucked up. Everything. All you had to do was just get your fucking pride in order, your ego. But I always say, isn't that great music? Great music and great artistry is when you go up against the best. How do you become a legend when you have survived so many different things? Niggas better be happy that they don't be having freestyles. You know how many niggas that just can't fucking freestyle? I'm really underneath that impression that some of these niggas be really writing shit and going over a whole bunch of different shit. So when they go to these different places, if you know how to finesse a beat like that, then it's not really like you going up there spitting a whole fucking freestyle. This nigga was actually in the crib doing whatever that he had to do to actually finesse that shit. That's why when you catch people off a guard like that, it works out fine. That's why I was like, yo, Jim Jones and them niggas, they did what I said that they should have in the industry right now. They should go back to rap basement. When these niggas is going to go chop it up, talk about they fucking music, they don't know that they about to go get in a booth to let people know. Because sometimes y'all niggas, these niggas need to know, like, no, nigga, your punchlines suck. All what you talking about is ass. That's why on one of Thugger's albums, they kept saying, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Because on some of his shit, it was like dee dee like what the fuck, or like when the the Yin Yang Twins when they came out and they was doing all that mumbling and all that other shit, or how the fucking went. They're like, yo, this nigga, these niggas just went platinum off of this nigga didn't say nothing, but it was just something that the people are looking for. Hmm. So good kudos to these niggas. I love what. Yo, I heard somebody. I'm so happy you said that. It's another artist that's about to blow up. This nigga sound just like Too Short. Just like Too Short. Just like. Listen, history always repeats itself sometimes just within music. Because you never know. It have to switch like that. Listen to this shit. For everybody's listen. Wasn't it G Unit? G Unit had his run, didn't it? Irv Gotti and them niggas had they run. Did had they run in the industry. DJ Khaled, he had his fucking run. What he did is not like that fucking far stretch. You like what? He's a producer. He's going to produce beats and he's going to calculate and he's going to get all the great artists that he can do so he can make a powerful household name and his shit like that. That's all that he's doing. But I said, I'm predicting this shit. Everything that I say always come to pass. For now, it's Metro Boomin time. I don't really know. I just have a fucking feeling that he's about to hit. Because look at this shit. Metro Boomin, Quavo, that girl Y something, whatever, and whoever. They didn't know that fucking Take Me Through There and all of that shit was going to come together. Now, isn't this nigga a producer, however that may be? Because I seen that he had a lot of different people that he was featuring on his album, on the thing and stuff like that. Now, I got to go back and look at his stuff. Because I be telling people, I don't be stalking people. I just go off the energy. Like, I'm a spiritual person. So I go off a lot of different energy. And I just watch. And I've been watching for a very, very long time. But they didn't know that that shit was going to go viral and shit like that. That shit went massive. What I mean by massive, that shit went all over the world. So different houses are up for election. And a way that these niggas and these producers be able to go back. That's why sometimes it's good sometimes to not do not change your format. I always say that shit for people who come up here on social media. Whatever, listen to what I'm saying, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Whatever your niche is, stay with it. Niggas be trying to switch their niches, switch whatever that they doing, and that shit does not work. No, stick to whatever that you have been doing. That shit is going to work for you. You're going to take over. Once you start going back in and you start fixing your niche, or you start listening to what other fucking people are telling you, try it out. It doesn't. I try it out all the time when I see certain people say certain shit. Do this. It's going to help. So I'll be like, okay, dummies, I'm going to try it out. I know certain shit's not going to work. But since y'all are so prune to say that this shit is going to work, let me try it out. And it doesn't work. That's how shit goes. And you got 10 people you got 10 people or 100 people. Let's say this. You got 100 people trying to try some shit that somebody said that's going to work. Out of 50 of these motherfuckers is going to work. Maybe, sort of. So every formula of the way that people want to do shit, it doesn't work all like that for people. So you have to find out what works for you, and you just have to take over and you have to dominate that shit. Yeah. But I'm excited. You like, what? I'm excited. You like, what are you talking about? Because I want to hear what I want to hear what Nicki Minaj gonna say. You like, she got a lot of shit to say, but isn't that a fucking great album? That's what people don't understand. A great album is a great album filled with pain, aggravation, betrayal, and shit like that. That's what the album is. Telling your inner thoughts and your inner truth. That's what a great album is. That's why sometimes it's good for niggas to take off, relax, so you can be able to take in all of this fucking aggravation and betrayal and a whole bunch of different shit that certain people have done to you. That's great music. Niggas don't know. Right. That's great music. That's amazing music. Sorry. I don't rap. I love. Oh, you don't rap. You love Too Shorts. Let me see. I go off on my any. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like you, whoever you are. Yes, I'm a very, very energy person, but a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people you have to, that's what you call reading the room. You have some people that know how to read. Let me tell you something. Oh my God. I'm going to share this. I got to find it. I think it's on my other page. But I learned something about you guys. And you're like, what did I learn? For some guys, the real true way for some guys for abundance is through sexual energy, through a divine feminine. I just found that shit out. For when you actually come in contact, because I've been talking a lot about divine feminines and divine masculines. For when a divine masculine actually come in contact with his real true divine feminine through that sexual type of an energy, and once you actually know how, it's feel real weird, but go look at it. And this is why when some people interact with certain people, right, I always like to say this. For you have some people who you come in contact with like that, is very, very blessed. Compared to when you come in contact with some people. You have some people who come in contact, shit just doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. That's the relationship part. It's because of the energy. The energy that's obtained within the person, right? For the greatest energy comes from the energy of a woman, the divine feminine energy. But I don't know why I had to say that, but I just learned that out. So for a lot of guys who have came across a girl and a lot of different shit is working out and something is going in your favor, you have found your match. It's something within that energy. For now, when you think about different things, a lot of things are flourishing. Because I always say that people are being sent different helpers for a lot of different things that people are going through. Right? The greatest weapon. And I don't know why I'm saying this shit either. The greatest weapon sometimes is your woman. I'm just saying. I don't know where, but I learned that because I was listening. I was like, yo, this is very, very interesting. I said, let me tap into that. Right? A lot of people don't know it's frequency. A lot of people don't understand frequency. The greatest power and the greatest understanding is learning about frequency. Why frequency? Big Sean, his ex-wife, I forgot her name. Mostly, majority of some of her stuff, she tapped into it, right? And this is why NLE Chopper gets what he get. That's why that nigga be moving, because these niggas learned a whole bunch of different shit. That's why XXX Tenacion was on a whole different thing, because he learned about frequency. When people understand and they know how to turn that energy and they can focus that shit on anything that you do, it's a different momentum. So I always like to tell people to stay woke, especially if you're coming across something and it's good for you, because a lot of people need different things. The world that we're living in now, you have to be a different monster to survive. You can no longer be your old self. You can no longer be who you were 15 years ago. It's not going to work within this formula. It's not going to work within this algorithm. It's not going to work. It's calling for people to evolve. Niggas got to take off that dead skin at whatever that you're doing to be who you need to be. Yeah, and people don't understand that. And for those people who understand that, why the fuck you think NL Chopper his shit went viral like that? That nigga's on a whole different wave. Go listen to his music. His recent music is different shit. You can hear it within a frequency. That's what makes a good artist, especially for myself. You can hear that shit in the music. A good artist gonna understand the beat and shit like that. You can tell when it's off beat, when you're off tempo, when it's slow and shit like that. That's why they wanna not turn it up just a little bit, turn it down just a little bit, because you want it on a perfect frequency. I'm excited. So now everybody wants to crash the fucking web and shit like that. So that's why niggas is dropping projects really fast. They're dropping fast projects. So always look at it. Thank you. Some people doing it good. What I like about it now is that people are now being exposed for buying bots and shit. Right? That's what it is. Niggas been buying bots for a long time. On my YouTube channel, I ain't buy nobody. All of these people that y'all see on my YouTube channel is because they really love me and they really rock with me. I never, so many different people have offered me that type of a service, but I never took that type of a service, because when you buy bots or however that it may be, you always have to keep fixing it, or however the fuck you want to say it. But if you really have a big following at a very, very high tempo, yo, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with that. They gonna rock out with you. They gonna love you, but people don't know how to actually show love to people, and that's how it's being done. Everybody people, and it sucks. And I always say like, God damn. As now just went in. Let me see. Oh yes, I'm not with 5 years ago after losing my son because. Oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Should nobody have to feel like that. This is. I don't mean to do that. But I was trying to see what this person said. Oh, your freestyle or honest review? Well, where is it at? I always do that. A lot of people don't know. Like, that's what I do, though. Like, listen, y'all be thinking that I be bullshitting. I posted the Fetty Wap on my TikTok account. Because on my TikTok account, I got over 15,000 family members over there. So on my TikTok account, I had posted Fetty Wap, the one that I got on here. And it went amazing. And I was so proud because then the next day, Fetty Wap, and I hate talking like that because I'm not a fucking clout chaser, but it lets me know that these niggas is watching. They watching. And then he posted this shit. Why you think that nigga posted his story and shit like that on his stories? right? But I do that shit sometimes. I do that for my own awareness, right? Because I want to see something. Everything that I do is for a reason. Anytime people see the music and certain stuff that I'm doing is for a reason. That lets me know. That lets me know the momentum of the people. How much people actually love them, how much they actually vibe out with them. And a lot of different people were very, very excited when I had dropped that shit about Fetty Wap. And then when I seen that he dropped something, his new story and shit like that on his thing, I was like, oh my God. And then when I seen Kodak Black, that shit's all over Twitter right now. How he missed Triple X. Because I just posted another shit with Triple X, but I posted it to the United Kingdom. Because a lot of people don't know, on my YouTube channel, I have so many different countries that come in here and talk to me, or they're following me, right? So I always like to show a lot of countries, however that it might be, my appreciation. You got to. And the niggas don't do that. So that's why they get the results. So when I had shared XXX Tenacion a couple days ago, and I've been seeing that people have been sharing his stuff, that's what I do. I'm that virus. That's what I do. And you have people who are a virus like that. When they can do something, they can impact the algorithm, they can impact whatever that's going on. And I always like to tell people, don't worry about how small your account is. My account on Twitter is the lowest out of everything. And I get, they hack my shit, they close my stuff, they report my stuff, because it doesn't matter. It's you, who you are as a person, your essence, your energy, what you can bring. And that's what's threatening for a lot of different people. It's who you are, it's your essence. It's the thing that you can do. Uh-huh. So I always like to say, I love what I did to Twitter. I would say that until God put me in the dirt. Yo, I was doing whatever I was doing, my format, however that it may be. And Twitter's just all over the place. I love it. Twitter is so toxic. Twitter is toxic. If you don't have a spiritual covering over you, when you go see that shit on Twitter, you'll be like, what the fuck is this damnation? That's what Twitter is, damnation. Damnation. You like, what? Whole bunch of ignorant ass shit that's just going on, right? But I always say, what is Twitter? Twitter is a marketing platform. Twitch is a household name for streamers to become rich and famous, for people to be very successful, or for people to put their ass in the dirt. That's what social media is, and a lot of people don't understand that. Social media either fuck your life up, or make you for who you are, but a lot of people don't have the strength for it. The mental part is the way that people are perceiving you. That's why a lot of these niggas have mental breakdowns and shit, because they can't take it, or then they come out there and then they don't perform right, so now they become a scumbag. And so I see it all the time. Social media will build your ass up. hmm don't let social media break you down, and a lot of people don't understand that. Once the people turn on you, you're finito. You like finito what? You're done. It's no reviving that. So what else I want to talk about before I get off? So was very disrespectful, because I don't know what the fuck 6ix9ine is talking about. He said that she ugly. She ugly. He had enough money to have a prettier bitch. Y'all need to stop listening to these niggas. Because first and foremost, a man, let me tell you, what I love right now about these high successful profile people is that they're starting to see these women for who they are. But when you have clowns that come up here and tell you because you're rich and you're becoming very rich, you have to have this fucking pretty ass bitch. Be careful, because these bitches are snakes. They're only coming there for one thing, and that's to come to drain you from all of your energy, to drain you from whatever you have, and to get off of you whatever they need to get from off of you, right? Females always been weak, right? They have been. You do have some women, because I don't know the story how it is, but that's retarded. That's what happens sometimes. You like, what? That's what happens sometimes when people jump ship. You like, what? Mm-mm. I'm gonna tell people, for people who don't know, and when you're in the industry, people are designed. Listen to what I'm saying. You are designed a mate. It's just for y'all to figure it out. That's why you have a lot of girls who become tagged. They tag the 15 niggas and all of this other stuff. Or these niggas, well, the dudes will always have a free ride. The girls can't do what niggas do. That's what they fail to realize, even though they want to say this, that, and the third. But when you are a lady and you are in the industry like that, you have to conduct yourself very, very wisely. And most importantly, they should be. Do you know? I'm going to tell you, for women, the most powerful thing on a woman is a kitty cat that have not been touched. A kitty cat that knows her power. She's not going to lay down, and she's not going to give these niggas the opportunity to say that they have been with her. For now, when she's coming in here, she's coming in the game, I'm working. I'm not fishing. I'm working. My job is to dominate this industry. My job is to make my shit a household name. I did not come in here to be 15 wives to these 15 ass niggas. And that's what be happening. And because they lose that aspect of that, they become tagged. And then now all of a sudden they want to settle down. But how you think this nigga is going to settle down with you, and how y'all niggas think that this chick going to settle down with you when your list of bitches is crazy? And out of 15 of these bitches, it just came up that this bitch got herpes, and I'm not shooting nobody that got herpes or anything, but she got something within her blood that's just not suitable. And niggas don't look like that. And the girls don't look like that. Dealing in that atmosphere, dealing in that world. So when you get in the industry, everybody is assigned a pair. You just have to figure out who it is or how it's going to go. Then the next part, you're going to find out how good the world is going to like you. That's the next step. Once the world actually loves you guys as a couple, then you have to figure out what are you going to do. I'm giving fucking relationship one-on-one here, right? I hope these people do better. And once you understand, because the nigga Kai and his girl was a powerhouse. So you let a nigga who don't like your nigga infiltrate the palace. That's how it happens. So because however that it was, she jumped shit, got him looking retarded. Don't look retarded. You like, why? Get another one. You like, what? For she jumped shit. She forgot where home is at. She forgot over here is click, click, clacking like a motherfucker. Because well, you're never going to find another nigga that's going to provide, that's going to love, or however that it might be. But since you thought, because we were together and you thought that you was going to shine off of my shit, you thought you were going to get the momentum, people don't understand that part. So since your punk ass jumped shit, then stay over there. And now he's going to watch. Now she, with her stupid young ass, because I don't know what's going on with these young ass, retarded ass, little hot to trot little girls. Right? So now you jumped out of the shit. Now you going to be here and you going to be tight like a mother. She's going to be very destroyed. She did that shit. Right? She's going to be very destroyed. So I just tell him and any other nigga, don't give the other girl that's coming behind whoever you had that fuck shit. Because 9 out of 10, women shouldn't have to pay for the sins of the last person that you was in the bed sleeping with. For now, she don't deserve that. Right? So it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I always look at it like that. When shit start happening, it's a good thing. Because now, guess what? This nigga's about to get 10 times more money, more fame, more opportunity. And you dumbass niggas who've been sitting here, up here on streamers, talking about this nigga so filthy. That's what happens at the end. Because niggas don't know people's endings. So since they're seeing the humps and the rides and different shit, they think that shit is funny. And for any rapper or whoever the fuck that want to go up there and talk about him or however, you got to remember his fucking YouTube channel, whatever that he do, it hits differently. Y'all need him. I ain't never seen shit like that. How do you talk about somebody that's just regardless of the fact? And you need me. You need my name for something. You need my platform for something. Right? So instead of going to me correctly or however that it may be, you think that it's cool to associate my character. That's what happened with people. People like kicking people ass when they down. not knowing their ending. So he had to find out about this bitch. He had to find about all these streamer ass niggas and how they felt and all the different secrets and the different shit that he didn't know. Now he's gonna come back and he's gonna be unstoppable. And I hope this little nigga hear my fucking message. Don't tuck your tail now. I always say that shit. You went on there, you cried, you did this, that, and the third. Nigga, go come back up on the screen. Be a villain. That's what I always say. Sometimes it's good to be a villain. Being a villain can save your motherfucking life. All of that kumbaya, follow me. Kumbaya, follow me, little shit sometimes. It's not going to help you sometimes when you need to be a savage. And people don't understand that. That's learning how to balance the yin and the yang. That's learning how to balance your light side with your darkness, right? So now before I was just out of control on my darkness side. But now I master it. I know how to perform. And that's how it is. And people don't understand that part. Congratulations to that nigga Kai. He gonna do a whole bunch of different things. Now I'm gonna be right here and I'm coming. I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna say that's what y'all niggas get. But for 6ix9ine to say she was ugly, that shit fucking blows me when they say that shit. Like, what the fuck? All of your bitches is goofies, or however the fuck that is gonna be, and they're gonna get what the fuck that you gonna deserve. Cause y'all niggas keep getting goofies instead of a real solid one, or however that it may be. Right? People have to learn and they have to understand that. That's crazy. Oh, I just want to say I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm not going to curse. But I want to go down there to Palms Beach. Down there, I was watching this new thing on Netflix. And they just so my style. But I got one thing to tell you. I tell you like what? I love when I see a pretty woman. I do. I love it. I love it. It's so funny because people don't know how to turn it down. Like, even though I come on here, I can be ghetto as hell, or however that'll be. When I gotta go around money, when I have to go around money, I have to go and perform. See, people don't know how to change their hats, and people have to learn that. And that's what I always like to say. Yeah, so that was a clown. Y'all niggas y'all better find y'allself a real one. Cause as y'all see, these niggas, these women, they are just not solid. They not solid. They not solid. They not solid. And then who was that streamer? That streamer girl. Her boyfriend wanted to go to DDG. DDG's house is lit. They look like they be having so much fun over there. Like, what? It's a whole bunch of stuff that go down. Let me shut up, DDG. I don't want to tell your business. You little high, little light skinned little nigga. Yo. Like, what? And let me tell you something. Indian Love, she fucked up. You like what? She fucked up. You like why? She fucked up. Indian Love and DDG, they should have stayed together. That was their impact. You heard what I said? Let me tell y'all niggas about that. For it's only gonna be once in a lifetime that people are gonna be able to link up with people who can be able to penetrate the world and take over, right? And because these niggas don't know that, even these girls, because these girls don't know shit either, and then they fuck up, and then they can't get that momentum. So now they running around looking crazy. So you have to understand when you step into your power. Your power is being able to understand what the fuck that you can do. You already need to know what you can do by yourself, but when you understand what you can do as a team players, and you can dominate, you can do a whole bunch of different things. That's why a lot of people like to hook up with other team players, and then you have to be careful because within that part, it become a lot of different jealousies and shit. So now you got couples that's trying to outdo couples, and they're trying to outdo this shit. But a couple who actually understand it and they got it, they're gonna vibe differently. And that's why certain couples get the love and they get the respect that they're gonna get, right? And then that's why you have to understand because that shit goes a lot deeper when y'all can actually go and y'all can actually start making and doing a whole bunch of different things. That shit cause problems, right? And I always like to say that be careful because niggas be like niggas is like chicks, yo. Niggas will do a whole bunch of different things, record you, get you to where you need to be, just to hold that shit over as leverage. And like, okay, well now I got you in your pocket. Whole bunch of niggas will be trying to get people in their back pocket, or a whole bunch of people already in niggas' back pockets. That's why I always like to say when you're moving from off of a different part, a different place, you know, I'm like that's like me. So. You like what? So what? Cause niggas is gonna do that, and niggas. That's when people gotta stand in their truth. Like, yeah, I did it. So what, nigga? I did this, that, and the third. But that's good, right? Like I was saying that bullshit that Drake did. You like what? That wasn't no fucking bro code. And y'all niggas don't do no weird, goofy, weird shit like Drake did. If that's your nigga and you did some shit for your nigga, you ain't supposed to get up here and you ain't supposed to tell the world. Some shit gotta go down in history. Right? So that's another form of clout chasing. That nigga was clout chasing at his ultimate high. Who the fuck? So be careful. You like what? I'm gonna say it. Be careful, cause niggas is weird, and a nigga is weird. When niggas is weird. Fuck out of here. They talking about that shit. That shit made me mad. Cause I'm a real person. So when you put realness next to fakeness, and then you have the world, yeah, that was the ultimate bro code. No, the fuck it wasn't. A bro code the world should have never know. That's a difference. That's a difference between a real nigga and a lame. As much as the fuck you want to say. Like this nigga Drake, he on some weird shit. You like, but you have a whole bunch of niggas that's on weird shit, man. So I'm excited. And you talk about, yo, this music shit. I'm gonna be at so many people shit this year. You like what? Cause it's gonna be too much. Niggas gonna be dropping bangers. For real, for real. So I don't even want to hear this nigga shit, cause he pissed me off. Like you like why the fuck he pissed you off? Cause I'm just not feeling this light skinned Canadian looking nigga. You like no, especially after I seen some shit him on tour and he dead ass serious. I'm dead serious. The nigga was on tour with a fucking hoodie with smoke coming out of it. That shit just reminds me of a nigga getting shot up and the smoke that's coming from out of his ass as a nigga getting shot up and hit up in a hoodie. What the fuck? The fucking smoke represents the bullets that went through a nigga. I always look at shit like that. Niggas be telling niggas pictures right in front of their face and they never catch the message until they actually go back on certain people actually say that shit. I hate a snake, yo. He just reminds me, I hate a snake, especially a slick, conniving, undercover ass nigga, a snake ass bitch. And then when you throw money in it, I've seen so many people fold over money. It's ridiculous. Money comes and goes. Realness always stay. But when you have people who never had money ever and they get money and their fear is going broke, man. But you have niggas that understand when I go broke, I know what I'ma do to get back on. It's not that I'ma step on niggas' fucking toes, on their head, and a whole bunch of other shit for me to get back to where I need to be. That's the number one rule of the universe. I don't give a fuck how much money niggas got. The way that niggas treat people and the way that they go about it is the energy that you're gonna get back. And there ain't no fucking money in the world that can fix that type of a karma. And niggas is gonna get it. Karma hits us all the time. If it's not gonna hit you, it can hit your family, it can hit your lifestyle, it can hit your money, it can hit a whole bunch of different things. And you wanna see, niggas is so blessed. People don't understand that. That's why you have to be careful how you treat people. You understand? For anybody that's listening to my voice, if shit is going wrong around certain people that's within your life or however, it's because motherfuckers has spoke bad about you. You heard what I said? Speaking bad about a chosen person, speaking bad about somebody whose fucking purpose is so unmatched from out of this world, and you think you're going to speak bad about them or you think you're going to do something to them, the penalties of that is very, very different. That's why a whole bunch of weird shit start happening. So if you're around people or have and a whole bunch of weird fuck shit's happening, 9 out of 10 is because they didn't spoke something about you or they tried to do something to you. That's the only way that you can know. Yeah, that's crazy. But that's all I wanted to say. That was good. For academic, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I seen his episode, so I was talking about act because he talking about the momentum of music. Now I'm not gonna take that away. I love act, so I don't even want to like him coming up here, but I just wish he could have went over a little bit better. Music in the industry always change. It always change. But every house always get a chance. It's about if they knowing that. And then you have to have niggas or whatever that you're doing that's solid. Nobody's going to fold. People don't like being pawns and shit. This is a chessboard. You are a pawn. You cannot be a castle. You cannot be a queen. You cannot be a fucking king. You play very, very good going up and sideways, nigga. You play very, very good just going all the way down the board and back and back. And people have to understand that it's not that your position or however is less than anybody. We all equal around here, and other people don't know that. For if I win, you win, nigga. If you win, I win. If we all win, the city win. So now I see why. And them goddamn Falcons. Yo, I feel so terrible. I need to go to Dallas, Texas, because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. And I need to go and I need to get all these people in a meeting. And I'm telling you, something needs to go on. Because I talk highly bad. I talk very, very bad about the Giants. And I talk very, very bad about the Atlanta Falcons. And both of these fucking teams are still in the fucking running. So I was laughing. And it's so crazy because the Atlanta Falcons, their record wasn't even that good, but they stinking ass. They still won. Now ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that something? But hey. And I see the New England Patriots. I see they won after what they said 2019. So that's a good look. That's how the music. That's how shit. It's like any given Sunday. You never know when your ticket is gonna pop. I always say that for people, especially people who don't know me. You never know when I'm gonna come and get your shit. Like that's how I do. I just come and take people's stuff, however it may be. They go out there to the world, and then all of a sudden they start finding out that I didn't share their stuff. Like I was so excited. I had shared Cold Stone. How I'm gonna take a little bit of fucking credit. Yes, I am Mariah the Scientist, just a little fucking patch. So I share just a little bit. Let me be delusional. Fuck that. I like this world. So I shared Cold Stone just a little. I shared Cold Stone on my YouTube channel. I shared it on all of my platforms, and I was so happy when I see that Mariah the Scientist, her shit actually re-entered back into the chartings and stuff like that, right? So I was very very excited when I seen that. Very 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 excited. Yeah. So let me go. Until next time, it's a very very good pleasure. I'm gonna take a picture at the end of this young lady's account. Mm. Who said that? Is this the same person? Let me see. Let me see you. Cause if this is well hey nice meeting you too. Let me see. I want to go back and see what else you were saying. I didn't hear you. You didn't hear me with what? I like to say next to my what the hell to my face. Bring whomever I like. I'm alone. Oh, you like me. That's how I am, baby. I can rock out and I can talk with you because I like you. Let me tell you something. A person that's a loner is a powerful person. A person that can sit down and they can do a whole bunch of shit by themselves is a powerful person. You know how many people can't sit by themselves and deal with their own thoughts within their minds? A person that can't do nothing by themselves, they just always got to be around a nigga. Is a powerful individual. For a person that can be by themselves, sit by themselves, travel by themselves, is a powerful individual. Because they no longer can be manipulated by whoever. A lot of people who need to be housed around people, they're lacking a whole bunch of different things. So they have to be around people for recognition, hmm for awareness, for support, or however the fuck that it may be. But when people actually start looking at their real true self of who they are and come to terms with that shit, it'll be a whole lot differently. It's very very weird. I always look at stuff like that. But my tolerance for the world shit is at its ultimate low. I have no drive for that. I have no patience for that. Right? And I understand. Damn, this is coming up. So I had a channel and message. The channel and message for everybody that's listening. We all have a choice. Everybody overlooked that word choice. You have a choice for the things that you want to do, how you want to go about it. You have a choice on the things that you want to have in your life, how you want to perform. We all have a choice. You have some people who are now starting to understand that they have always had a choice. You have a lot of people that's actually mad because you know that you have a choice, right? That's what makes us powerful as individuals, right? And people don't understand that part, that we always have a choice. I am what? Yeah, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. I have yo. I want people to always know that never underestimate nobody's. That's just how it is. Like because only why I say that, but that's. Let me tell you something. We all know people. We all know people. We all know who they are. We all know what they're capable of doing. We even know the fuck shit. Some people know a little bit more, but they choose to bypass their inner gut that's telling you, do not fuck with this nigga, do not fuck with this bitch. But since you didn't listen to your inner self, or you telling you how sourpuss somebody is because people got in a whole bunch of different trouble. Just today. Niggas is waking up today. There's a whole bunch of people is about to do some shit that they don't have no business doing. And if you're on my channel today, you need to sit the fuck down. Cause this sometimes if you was to just listen to that thought of telling your ass not to go outside, do not make that move. Do not trust that girl. Do not trust that nigga. Do not trust this situation. You would have been in a lot better. But since we don't listen to that voice that's telling us to haul, still, stay, don't trust, something's not right. We get ourselves into trouble. And then the nigga gonna say my word. He said my word. Academic said my word. I just thought about that. For he said it's a reset. Everybody on here know I've been saying that shit. It's a reset button. It's a reset button. What is a reset button? Dummy. I didn't mean to call a nigga a dummy, but a reset button. Everybody right now, you follow him. You're on my channel. You're blessed. I'm totally blessed. I'm on a divine mission. So I control the energies that are around me. That's at bay. I'm always praying. So when you come on here, I'm always praying. I'm always praying and I'm always asking God for favor and protection and blessings. Nothing but abundance have been coming within my life. Nothing but judgment. So you on here, yo, you going to see a whole bunch of shit that you never even thought that you were going to see because you're on my channel. So since you want to take my words, let me correct it. Let me do it right. For now, it's a reset button. And for everybody that's listening to me, everything that you have been going through in your life has been redirecting you for this moment in time right now. So many people have been getting deja vus out their ass. It's crazy. A deja vu is actually letting you know that you have been here in this situation before. So now you have been placed on this earth again, now, right now, at this particular time to handle and to take care of the assignment that was instilled on you. The average person though doesn't even know their fucking purpose. Because if when you really actually you understand your purpose as who you are just as yourself, you'll move accordingly and you won't let nobody else get you from off of that way from you going to where you need to go. Right? Right? So here come the reset button. For a lot of niggas have been betrayed. A lot of people have fucked up relationship, messed up marriages, bad careers, bad signing deals, and a whole bunch of different things. So a reset button is actually allowing you to go kick ass. You heard what I said? It's allowing you for you to go step on a whole bunch of niggas' necks and perform the way that you need to perform because now you know who the fuck the enemy is. And now you know your purpose. And now you know everybody can't be trusted because of what you have been doing. I just said this. Who just said they want to collab or they want to do music or something? I just said this a week ago. Somebody has a multi-million-dollar plan that they have been sitting on, and it is a go. I'm sorry, y'all. I was talking to my daughter. She was telling me she wanted me to do something. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So y'all on my channel, man, get ready. You like what? Get ready. Only why I said that is because I said this prayer. Everybody knows this prayer, so get ready. For I said, God, show me everybody that I need to see who's in my life. Reveal to me everything that I need to be revealed. When you say that, you hear that, You're going to start seeing a whole bunch of different things that you didn't even expect. So many people have been stealing from people. So many people have been making bad business deals. So many people have been, yo, that's so messed up. You like, what's so messed up? Because you have people who want to, who's been drugging, meaning drugging people, meaning keeping people in a suppressive state, right? Niggas know niggas' weaknesses. You like, what the? Niggas have studied people so long that they know your weaknesses. Yeah, but you'll be surprised, man. People are wicked. People study people. You'll be surprised. That's why I was telling people in this restart button, niggas need to start changing y'all direction where y'all going. I see it in myself. I was tracking some, not tracking somebody. I should revise that. But I was in my car and I was prolonging me going into my building. So I was sitting, but the way I was sitting, I don't know, maybe somebody had been stalking somebody or however that it may be, because I don't know why I'm saying this. Or maybe you actually seen somebody while you was actually in your car. It's it's very, very easy to catch niggas. Why? I don't know why people don't think that niggas can't get caught sleeping. It's possible. I see it happen all the time. Niggas be they be so lackadaisical. This nigga wake up every day and he go to the gym at 6 o'clock, but he use Highway 18 every day. By the time he get to the light at 3 o'clock. He's in the gym, but he's in the gym for about an hour to 2 hours. So before he even go there, guess where he goes? He goes to his very special fucking smoothie part. You heard what I said? And that's how niggas track niggas all the time. Niggas need to stop going the same way. Switch it up. Don't always go that way. I don't give a fuck if you got to come up with 4 routines. I don't know why I'm saying it. Maybe somebody need to change the way that you driving, the way that you going. I just said this the other day. For now, niggas should start being late or be early, right? Because some people are expecting certain people to show up at a certain time. What the fuck is that? I should not say that. That is not good. That is not good. I heard a hit. A hit. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't want to channel that energy. I don't know who's on my channel. Maybe I got a whole bunch of people. But yeah, that's how shit like that can be accomplished. What people do, study people for 2 weeks. Make sure they got their different stuff on pack so they can know. So that's what a reset button. A reset button is rethinking, reprogramming your mind. Right? A reset button for you to be able to do what you need to do. And it's so funny. I'm gonna say this: People's teams are not doing the right promotional advertisement. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say. If people are actually preparing or they're actually doing stuff, you don't want to fucking wait a week or before that you start doing stuff. The promotion period, the window of just what you need to do should already be taking place, because now you're preparing for your major drop, right? It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. Is there anything else that I can say that I have been seeing? Nah, I don't want to say nothing else. Cause you'll be surprised. You hear people, people listen to my shit. I know people listen to my shit. It's very, very weird. I said, oh, niggas need to go do certain stuff, go stream and do this, that, and the third, perform, but they don't understand it. So they still fucking fail at the assignment or whatever that they doing. I'm trying to see. That's crazy. We wear out good ass ideas. Like in a minute, Twitch gonna be ass in a minute. You like, because it's like certain people don't know what they're doing, and Twitch is about to implicate a whole bunch of different rules and regulations, and the funness of that shit is gonna be taken away, because when people don't understand that shit, because that shit is a sickness. Like a lot of people don't know. I'm so happy I'm not like that. Like, because once niggas get 1 million views on their stuff, it becomes like a sickness. It becomes an addiction. So you no longer even care so much about your passion like that. You just are more confined. Not confined. You're just more concerned with having another M next to your video. So now a lot of different things that you're going to try to do, a lot of different things that you're trying to create, it's going to be very fucking far stretch and shit like that. Like Jake Paul, he understand it. Jake Paul, the people didn't love Jake Paul. The people call him the villain. So guess what? He understands his assignment. So he's capitalizing off of being a villain. He didn't start crying like some of these is not right. No. You have to bend in the time and you have to bend for what works out for you. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's a lot of hate going on. Come on, come on. Come on. I hear 2 Chains. I need to go play that. The feds is watching like a mug. And it's not even the feds. It's the niggas. Wait. They are watching. And I'm telling you, it's nothing like knowing the truth and now niggas can't even come and talk to you. That be the sweet part. When now when you know it, because niggas didn't do it the way that they were supposed to. So now it's gonna be different energy. I always tell people, no, nigga, stay in that same energy. Give me that energy. I always say that. Be very, very careful. Be like, yeah, give me that energy. You over here, you sitting bad on me. Thank you. I like it. I'm gonna show you what to do with that shit. Keep sitting it. Niggas don't understand that. So I said this morning, the more people talk about people that's rocking with me, the more you're going to take off like a rocket. The more you're going to keep being thrown higher and higher and higher. For people don't understand that. People was talking on you thinking that it was going to destroy your fucking character, not knowing that it's just making people love you even more. People's public testimony is so out of control that people don't understand. People have been trying to destroy people and still don't understand why it's not working. It's not working because they're blessed. Or they have a praying mother. They having a whole bunch of people that's praying for them. They have a spiritual chain of protection around them for their purpose. That people have to do is not. Listen, God gave all of us enough time to clean up our shit, and because we didn't do it, now he's entered. He stepped in. That's why a lot of things that we want to do, we can't walk away from it because it's the divine timing. So now God has just threw your ass into something. Now you have no choice. So now for a lot of people, you have no choice. What? To swim or to sink. To fight or run. And a lot of people should not be in that flighty ass energy. But I love that. Somebody, King Kong. Go ahead, King Kong. I got King Kong on my channel. Hi, King Kong. You like, yeah, King Kong. King Kong. I got King Kong. I just heard King Kong. King Kong. Somebody about to beat their chest. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. I love a great ending. So now I gotta go fuck with the Grammys. Like, people don't know that. I be on there talking big shit. So I understand that. But if niggas want a Grammy, you have to understand what comes with that. You have to understand how you have to perform. You understand that is a different wave. It's a different thing. It's a different time, different performance, and different stuff. But let me go. I've been on here too long. I gotta go get me a coffee or something. I got 2 Chains. I'm gonna go blast that. I'm gonna put that on there. If the feds is watching, these niggas is watching. Mm-mm. People gonna be like, what's good? Wow, it's nothing like when a snake get exposed. Right? It's nothing like it. Damn, that's messed up. And it's so crazy. That's why I love social media. The girl gonna talk about she hates social media. Social media should be taken down. No, it shouldn't. I hope social media turn up some more on steroids. You like, why? Because people got to see people for who they are. And unfortunately, for some of these niggas, the world, at the magnitude of the way that they are performing, how they're acting, the way that they're trying to come up here and make shit look however that it may be, the world needs to see it. And I love these people. I think the people starting to believe me. The people are looking and they're seeing a whole bunch of things from out of a different eyeglasses for a lot of shit. That's what makes 2025 so good into 2026. This is not 2000s or 2010, 2012 or whatever. Well, a lot of shit that was happening and people can get away with, even the niggas doing a whole bunch of shit they ain't have no business. You're not going to do that. This is the era of truth. The era of truth within the cosmic, within the stars and shit. Good day, people. Good day. Good day, mates. Until next time. Baby, it was a pleasure me talking to you. I hope that you are rocking out with me. I'm looking forward. I hope that you do create some type of a content and stuff like that. Likewise, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. What God is going to do for you is something. You are so militant. You are really, really militant. But I guess our own situations, our own circumstances, put us in that way for us to be militant. So I just hope, yes, because that's the energy that I got for you. What is going on with you? I don't like this. I don't think I should say this. Yeah, I could say it like this: for the lies and the deceits and the foul shit that was at play. I always don't you like how God always do that? God always shows up and shows out. But what I love so much about God is for a lot of people, prayers that they have prayed in their own secret place have been answered. We just have to be aware to actually pay attention to the signs and the different things that God allowed us to see. So I always like to say that for everybody. For right now on your road, you have to pay attention. For everybody is being sent to people right now for a reason. So now it's your job to understand why I was sent, why he was sent. Why was you sent to go here? It's because you have to impact those areas. You have to change it. How do you change it? You change it with your actions and your voice. You change it with the people that you have around you. For now that you know that the people that you have around you, they're walking in power. Right? For the floor, the earth should shake under you as you're walking. That's your presence. That's who you are. That's your essence. For a lot of people don't know your essence is what brings true character, honorable, and it brings, guess what, world love, right? A lot of people don't understand that. So the fakery and shit that's going on is just unacceptable. This powerful shift and what's going on is not going to last. It's not going to work. The only way for people to actually survive, I'm not telling. I talk too much. Mm-hmm. Oh, you need to look into people's eyes. You want to look into for the eyes are the windows of the soul. Hmm. You have to look into people's eyes. The eyes never lie. As much as people want to lie, as much as people want to portray a whole bunch of different things, you can see the beautiful, the wonders of it. Hmm. For now, you don't even have to really look at people's eyes. For you said you're an energy person from off the energy that you see. But how can you master that? Right. So let's deep into that. So people need to start mastering their gifts. For it's calling for people to master their gifts. Right. The only way for people to be penetrated is for you to stay in that space. What do that space mean? Now you gotta rise your frequency. What do rise your frequency mean? You have to rise your frequency. Let me tell you something. This is what I learned. People need to start taking communion. You like what's communion? You don't even have to take communion in church, but you can take communion once a week. You can take it once a month. Why I'm saying that is because now you're putting a powerful covering and you're actually agreeing with the understanding of the things that have happened. I have read this, right? For when you have people, because you have people who do a lot of different things, and the world be trying to say it's not real, it's not real. You're Sally are trying to do so many different things because listen, the most powerful way for somebody to get you is in the spirit. Hmm. Hmm. So if people are not aware of that, then they're not going to protect themselves spiritually. The average person doesn't even pray. For the most powerful, this is the last confirmation I get before I go. I swear, I haven't been doing this, but I should. For everybody in the world should be praying Psalms 91. For Psalms 91 is the most powerful prayer. Pray it in the morning time, pray it at night. It's giving you more of a spiritual covering over you, right? Mm-hmm. because people are going after people spiritually. If I can get him spiritually, I can get her spiritually, then she's easy. I don't have to worry about it. As long as if I can get your faith, you're good. You don't have no faith. Oh damn, you all fucked up. You have no protection. You have no covering. So I can go to whoever. I can do whatever I can do because now your vessel is very very easy. A vessel that don't know anything is a dead vessel. So until next time, you guys be blessed. Baby, it was very very great talking to you. Mm, I love Faith Strong. What? I'll be listening to. Let me tell you something. I tell people, you gotta be a praying person. Praying person. I always like to be that type of person. I don't know for this will be, and then I'm gonna go right for the way people's energy is in somebody's home should tell you who they are as an individual. The way people are in their home, the energy of their home should tell a lot about a person. For when I step in your home, it should be very, very peaceful. For the home is going to actually let you know how a person is from the energy. Right? A lot of people don't pay attention to that shit, but I know. I don't even have to go but so far. My ancestors, my spirit's gonna let me know. Right? Protect your energy, protect your space. Until next time, baby. It's a pleasure. I hope next time you see me. I'm just gonna do this. I don't take pictures, but I cannot see. But I want to take a picture of this because I want to make sure that I go over to your channel and that I subscribe to your channel because I really really like your energy. I'm just so grateful that I came in contact with you and anybody else who's spiritually woke, right? And you understand it. But even if you wasn't woke like that, you heard what I said? Even if you still wasn't woke like that, I still would have still showed you the same love. And you don't have people that's like that. For people should be like that sometimes. People should see people for who they are and not try to change them. You know what I mean? And that's when it becomes very, very taboo. For people have to evolve and they have to change on their own timing, right? We as individuals have to understand that, and we have to understand the toxicity that can come from out of a person that's not healed. Doesn't necessarily mean that I don't love you, you know what I mean? But I have to step back just a little bit. I still can be there, I can still do this, that, and the third, but I also have to protect my energy as well because I know you're not as woke and you're not as healed as me. That never means that I'm better than nobody. And that's one sin that people fail on a daily basis. For people are trying to sit as high as God, and nobody is as high as God. Even myself, I have to watch that I don't be so judgmental because I'm not perfect. I've been through a whole bunch of different things, and people don't think like that.